I'm here to present on code organization in jQuery. Code organization is
Continue.
okay. So code organization is important not only in jQuery, it is important in each and every framework or in each and every language that you write. Why it is important? Because the thing is, your code will always be changed. It won't be fixed anytime. There can be multiple reasons for that. Maybe there are bugs which you have to fix, so you have to change your code. Maybe there are some additional features which is a new requirement. Then you have to change your code. For that, you would need to understand what you have written. Maybe after 3 or 4 months, some new requirement will pop up. Then for that you need to know what you have written. So the code should be in proper understandable format, so that even if a new developer is trying to add new feature, it should be convenient for him to do so. So how to do that? You should do your code refactoring very properly. Try principle, do not repeat yourself. Wherever you find some code is being repeated, you should keep it in a module or function, and then you can probably call that function everywhere. Okay. So your code should be modular always and encapsulation. So this is an example. This is the jQuery code. So these 3 things are some elements in DOM. So we are checking something, the same thing on all these 3, and then if it is this thing, then we are stopping it. So is this good? Don't you think it is repeated code? Huh? So what we can do is, we can have these elements in an array and call that function in a loop, and then the same feature again. So if we want to change this thing, we have to change only in one position, not in. So how you can organize your code, JS code, JavaScript code in grades? One thing is, you can write in your HTML files, views. First thing. Second, you can write in assets. In assets, JavaScript folder is there, and in that you can create your files, and then you can write there also. Then in assets only, in JavaScript folder, you can place related code in one file, and for some related codes, you can have different files. Third, you can have some page specific JS. As in one page, if you are using some JS, you can keep all that JS in one .js file. And fifth one is adding namespaces. Namespaces are okay. So if I'll tell you the cases later. So what is an object literal? Object literal is nothing but it is a variable. In that variable, we are assigning an object. In that object, it can have one property in various methods. So for each and every page, you can have an object literal. For each and every page in your application, you can have an object literal, and whatever methods you have you want in that page, you can define all the methods like this. My method something, some this method, some this method, and there can be a method called init or something, and in that init method you can call all the other methods which you have written, and in your HTML file you can call that init method, which will call all the other methods which you have written. Understand? Okay, so I will give an example. So as I have one status page, okay. In this I have written all these methods One method is shop link, edit link is shop link hidden. All these methods are I've defined here, and whatever I need I'm calling in this init method. These two methods I'm calling in init, and this init I'm calling in document.ready. So it is quite easily understandable that what I'm doing in this page is I'm binding filter tabs and I'm binding PRView actions. And if I want to know what I'm doing in PRView actions or something, I can go to that method, bind PRView actions. Then it is clear if star view is clicked, then I'm calling this method again. Where is this method? I can go there.
You have written a quick function inside a method, right? It's a bind PRView.
Yes.
So that method is not generic, right? So if you want to call the same logic for some other purpose, you can't do it. So because the logic is inside the quick function. You can see that.
Yeah.
So basically you should extract the quick function inside the document ready. Inside the quick function you should call this method. Like your object dot bind action.
Okay.
So what it says is basically hiding a shop, right? Hiding a shop link. So you should have a method called hide shop link or something. And click on it, you should call the object.
I have this thing, no, hide shop link is another method only.
Then why is that method is
Huh? You can call this method from wherever you want.
Right. Binding is initiating it, that is binding.
Right?
So in one time. That's what she's doing it. That's exactly what she's calling it. Init is calling a function to bind. That is binding the link. Go on.
See, in this click function, I'm calling this another method. This method you can call from anywhere. Guru.status page.
So the status page is there in all the functionality is there in all the pages.
No, it's already in one page. Either you can write here only this, you can initialize this method here, or in the view itself you can initialize, which will be better. Now, what is the jQuery plugin? We write many methods. Whatever we feel that it is most frequently used, we write a method and we'll call that. In jQuery, that thing only is known as plugin. So basically, it is a method which we think if some functionality is used widely in our application, then we can create a plugin for that, and then we can use that plugin wherever we want. So it is very simple how to create. This is the syntax: $.fn, your plugin name, and function you can write whatever you want. Clear? So all
That plugin will be again a JS file.
JS file, yes. In your JS file only.
You can import anywhere. In any
You
of the
can
JS
call
files.
it plugin on any object, on any element of DOM.
Okay. Reusable methods kind of.
Suppose this is a requirement in one page, all the A tags and all the B tags should be colored as red. This is the requirement from client. then we can create a plugin for this. $.fn. Color change is my plugin name. Function, and in function I'm writing this .css, color is red. That's it. Plugin is created. Now I can call this color change plugin on any of the things which we want.
The way this plugin will be stored, like if I have to use this plugin in my other JS files in other projects,
In other projects,
even like if I want to use it, because the plugin is a library, right?
then
If
you
it is
have to
going to be
write.
used in a single project, then what is the use of that?
If in single project you are using it widely, I mean, in many.
You can keep it in a global function, then from there you can call it. How to do that?
Local function?
No, then if that's the case, you need to pass a DOM, right? You need to pass a DOM element. Here, this function is attached to the DOM element of here.
So always you have to call
With the DOM element, like something p dot color change. Or else if I color change.
If I want to, like she has created one plugin, right? She's calling that color change the plugin. So color change the plugin, which is actually having only one function, right? If I want to add more functions, something like that,
You can add functions
inside that. And how would I reuse that in other projects also? If I want to use
Then
it.
you
You
have
need
to
to create a
publish your plugin.
library and upload it to
Yeah,
a registry. Yeah, you need to upload to registry.
.validate is a plugin one which we have used. That is that somebody might have created and published and we are using.
And then we can use it.
If you think you can publish, you write your own. Suppose there is requirement change. Now client wants client wants the color to be green, not to be red. If we would have written the plugin, now we have to change only in one line, this in plugin only. But if we have not written, then we have to change in both the lines. So this is very easy. Right? Method changing. Suppose after calling the plugin on any method, on any element, we want to call some other method also. Like after color change, I want to hide it also, or I want to show, or something like that. So I can add this thing, return this. What will it do? This plugin will return the element on which it is called. This plugin is called, and then we can call any method which we want. Clear? Another thing is accepting options. Now we don't know, might be in future a client will say that he wants white color or some other color. So we can have this thing options. In options we can send n number of key value pairs, and this in this plugin we can write color options dot shade. Whatever shade in shade, whatever value of shade will be there, which we will be sending when we will be calling this plugin, that only will be shown. I'll show you one example. So this is the plugin which I have created in my project, which is for tagging users. This is also accepting options, and on key up I'm doing some things. So okay, I'll show where I'm calling this. So I have this input whose class is taggable. On this taggable, I'm calling this plugin. My plugin name is Taggy, and options are URL I'm sending. URL I'm sending, and type I'm sending, and div class I'm sending. Div class is nothing in which I want the results, all the users. So earlier what I was doing is I was not sending options. So maybe in future if there is a requirement of tagging product URL here. If I can call this plugin only, and I can send that URL, which will give me the name of all the products in the system. So now this URL will give only usernames. But if I want to tag products, I can send the appropriate URL for products, and then
Why is it called tagging?
just like that. I have this page. It's okay, so I've written this. So this click me, on the click of click me, this to be filled p tag is there. In that p tag, this a tag should come. Okay, and I'm giving this ID click again to this a tag, and on click again, if I click, there will be an alert. Will this work? So I click first, click me. This worked, right? Then click me again, alert didn't come. Why? Because this element came at a later stage to DOM, JavaScript is not binded to this element yet. So if we want to make this function work, we have to call this method now. And if I click, now I'll let it go. Okay, so this is one method which we can do for future elements in our DOM. We can call the script also when they are coming. I mean, when they are coming to DOM, simultaneously we can pass the script. Right? Second thing which we can do is this is another plugin. We can write the static ancestors which are there already, like body or which are already present in the DOM. We have to write that here on event name. Suppose in that case, here it will be click, right? And dynamic child will be ID of click me again. And then function, and in function I can write whatever I want. So if I change this, I'll write something here. On this is static ancestor. On then function. Now it will work. It's working now.